faculty members of the University of Kentucky. Welcome to the special program, Cats Going Beyond the Classroom, brought to you by UK freshman Cassie Satterley. Are you struggling to develop effective teaching tactics? Do you find it difficult to reach your students through the many distractions of today's society? As a teacher, it is your responsibility to prepare your students for success in the real world, but this task can seem increasingly difficult. Instead of trying to overuse the technology young minds are bombarded with today, I encourage you to take the Wildcats beyond the classroom and back to nature. Over the last several months, I have researched the benefits of various teaching approaches, and I have found that teaching outdoors has a positive impact on students' learning. Today, I have with me Miss Margaret Brewer, an education major here at UK who is considering using the teaching technique of outdoor education in her future career. Welcome, Miss Brewer.
Thank you for having me. I am very interested in your research, and I have a few questions. In a general sense, what is the purpose of outdoor education?
Well, in the field of education, there are many interpretations to outdoor education. In my research, I have looked to the work of Mack Gillenwater, specifically in his 1969 article of the Peabody Journal of Education, entitled Outdoor Education, A Coat of Many Colors.
The purpose of outdoor education is to enrich, vitalize, and complement content areas of the school curriculum by means of first-hand observation and direct experience outside the classroom.
In other words, outdoor education can enhance the learning experience by providing a more stimulating learning environment.
What sparked your interest in this approach to education?
First, as a student myself, I have found it increasingly difficult to stay engaged in some of my more dry classes here at UK, especially because of the boring classrooms and constant distractions of technology. Growing up, my teachers would frequently teach classes outdoors, and I always loved it. I also was shocked to discover our international rankings from the PISA, the Program for International Student Assessment. This is an international exam given every 3 years to measure 15-year-old students' competence in the areas of reading, math, and science. According to the Institute of Education Sciences, 18 education systems had a higher average score than the United States in all 3 subjects. This was a clear indication of a gap in education standards between those of the US and other countries.
How do you suggest we address the gap in education standards?
Harvard professor Jan Rivkin describes this better than I could.
We are in a race in the global economy. The problem is not that we're slowing down. The problem is that the other runners are getting faster.
I believe that going towards nature serves America's students best. Transitioning education outdoors can provide our students with extra motivation and a desire to learn.
Is there research that supports the positive results of outdoor education?
Yes, an example would be a case study of student Joey conducted by teacher Oliver Alun. Over the course of a calendar school year, Alun charted the effects of teaching select lessons outdoors, and these are his findings.
The benefits of outdoor learning include intrinsic motivation to learn, valued time spent in nature, and a lasting positive influence of one's mood.
How can this method of teaching apply to the University of Kentucky?
The outdoor amphitheater of Memorial Hall, among other outdoor spaces around UK's campus, can be utilized as outdoor classrooms. Research shows direct benefits of outdoor education, and this approach can only improve the learning experience on UK's campus. As the positive results are evident, I believe this can start a nationwide educational movement. Mrs. Brewer and the new faculty members of UK, now I have a question for you. Are you willing to utilize this unorthodox method of teaching in order to do everything possible to help prepare your students for success in this fast-paced society?